Hi everyone, this video is called Harmonize, and I want us to think for a moment. If you think about a singing group or a duo that has some of the most fantastic harmonizations in the world, and I can't think of them all. I love music, I can't think of them all. But if you look at the boy bands or whatever, and then one breaks free, but that's harmonization when they all bring a spin or a twist or a different melody to the tune. And I want to talk about how relationships are better when they're in sync and you have two people that are in harmony with one another. And I want to talk about one of my absolute favorite singing groups, Simon and Garfunkel. Individually, they are amazing singers, but when they are together, they make absolute magic. And all I know is I love listening to their music. It calms me. It is inspiring. It brings a tear to my eye. It just does something for me because of who they are together and how they feed off of one another and bounce off of one another. So if you haven't ever heard their songs, one of my favorite songs as a child was Feeling Groovy. It's, I think, the 59th Street Bridge song, but it's it's about feeling groovy, and it's pretty cool. And then you, of course, have the Boxer and Bridge Over Troubled Waters. And so, but Feeling Groovy is one of my favorite songs in the world. And I want to talk about relationships and how you can be in harmony with your partner. Most important thing you can realize about relationships is each person brings about certain strengths, and each person brings their own twist to the relationship. Healthy relationships allow each person to bring forth their strengths and to bring forth their own special twists. As we all know, I love color. I am an artist. I crochet. I'm a photographer. My old apartment, you'd walk in and it's like it's like when Dorothy got to the land of Oz and she walked out in it, just in living color. That's my life. I'm in living color. And I'm outspoken and I make my videos and I just have a great fun life. And I also at times like my quiet, like to relax and maybe put my hair up or get a massage. And I need respite from the storms, from trials, tribulations, etc. But for me, my previous relationships included being with people who stifled who I was as a person. And I chose to be with other people who I allowed to shine brighter than me. And what happened in that situation is when you allow one person to shine brighter, one person takes the back seat, you don't have harmony because the other person isn't contributing to the song. They aren't contributing they aren't just are not contributing. They're allowing the other person to, to sit in the driver's seat and take the car and drive wherever they want to. And you're not allowed to say, hey, I'd really like to go here and there and et cetera, et cetera. But in my case, because this is who I am, I took a long time and I went through a lot of different talking with people, therapy, etc. And I finally my clam started to open up a little, just a little bit at a time, until it got to the point where I was able to open up and there was a pearl on the inside. And mine is a rainbow colored pearl. And I finally emerged from this clamshell because at times it closes and then it opens according to how you're feeling. And I finally was stronger enough to be secure about who I am, to state my opinions on things, to be in a relationship where I am an integral part of the relationship, where we are healthy and we harmonize with one another. in a world of billions of people, never in a million years thought I would meet someone who is so different from what I had pictured in my life. I A couple of years ago, I was talking to a realtor because I wanted to buy a house, and I was finally gonna take the plunge. And I said to my realtor, I said, I want to have, not the size of the home doesn't matter. I need my privacy. I need my peace. I need a larger yard so that I'm not on my neighbors. Yeah, I need space from my neighbors. I need to know I have my privacy. I have my peace. I have my calm, etc. And so that's what I had in my mind. So I had pictured that. And when I met my person, we didn't live we lived about 40 minutes away from one another. But what happened is, after all the work I did, and I still do work, I still work on myself, but I had met someone who fit the bill and allowed me to be a part of the harmonization, and I allowed him to be part of our harmonization. So we can have we could create a fantastic song together. And so when I realized he had a place and he had space and quiet and peace, it was everything I had asked for and I had dreamed and hoped for in my life. And in my relationship, I am able to express myself. I'm able to be myself, give my opinion, talk, say, I'll bounce something off of him and he'll bounce something off of me. And then together we come up with an idea. We value one another. We cook together. I can ask him for help if I forgot something in the car the other day and I was, tucked in bed and I was starting to do some work. And I said, do you mind, can you run out to my car and get that for me? And he said, sure. And he, it's just he's just a considerate person. So all I know is that when it comes to relationships, if you want to build a beautiful melody and create a beautiful song, you have to have harmony in your relationship, which means you have love and respect and kindness and appreciation for, and you have to value that person and you have to listen to them. And you also have to feel comfortable and safe enough to express yourself if you have a difference of opinion, or if you see them, if they express to you, I'm in a lot of pain, and you say, oh, you have lower back pain. Oh, I've gone to the chiro, or, this is what I do for myself. They listen to you and then they take your suggestions and they try it. People that love you try things you like. I mean, I'm with someone who likes to hunt and fish, and so he said, I hate the cold, but he said, do you want to go ice fishing? Okay. So we went ice fishing. I caught a northern. And then he's a hunter, so he said, do you want to go jump shooting? And I said, okay. And so he said, well, I thought he was kidding. He said, oh, you're going to do most of the paddling. And I'm like, oh, okay. Sure enough, I did most of the paddling. And I'll tell you, after like 5 minutes, I was like, oh no, this isn't good. So anyways, that's all about harmonization. So if you haven't heard any of Simon and Garfunkel's songs, I feel free to invite you. You find them, I've listened to them on Pandora and YouTube and all that. So anyhow, I hope everyone's having a great day, and I hope you find someone to harmonize with. And if you don't have harmony in your relationships, then it's time to dig deep so you can find your voice and know that in a safe and harmonious relationship, you should be able to express yourself and be kind doing so. And that's all there is to it. Bye.